Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Carrie. And this movie came out in 1976, and it's directed by Brian De Palma, and John Travolta's in it, who I didn't realize until, when he first showed up. I was like, oh, John Travolta's in this movie. And that was kind of funny. And before, I watched a lot of Stephen King book-to-film adaptations. This was, my favorite Stephen King adaptation. Before I really started to love The Shining. The Shining's my favorite, but this movie will always have a special place in my heart, and I mostly liked it because I liked the characters, and I just related to it quite a bit, and although not quite as good as I remember it being, there were still some things that I did pick up on and kind of made me appreciate the film more. And most of my issues come in the third act, with the split screens, and it was just unnecessary. I was like, what are we doing here? Are we just doing this just to, I don't know, save time and, make this scene a bit shorter? Or, you can present more information in less time? I don't know. It just looked awkward and goofy, and it didn't really fit with the rest of the movie. But I did enjoy how Carrie was, slowly discovering, that she has telekinesis, and I like how that is used in the movie, and I like the characters a lot in the movie. They're very likable characters, or at least the ones that are supposed to be really likable. And that really helps out this movie, and I even liked Carrie's mom in the movie, because at first I just saw her as a crazy woman who just you just can't reason with, and I just remembered her being kind of annoying. But on this watch, it made a bit more sense as to why she was that way, because she is kind of trying to protect Carrie and trying to keep her as pure as possible, and her being religious, and that plays into the film a lot, and there's a lot going on in this movie, and I think it works very well. And I do like how we slowly build up to the climax of the film, and there's some shots in this movie that I really liked, and there was one that was just spinning around Carrie and her date towards the end of the film, and it goes on for a few minutes, and I was like, oh my god, how long is this going for? And it worked. I liked it, and I'm not really complaining. It was just crazy that it was going on for so long to me. I thought the performances in this movie were good, and like I said, I liked the characters, and everyone's motivation was clear, even if it is kind of goofy at points, and the antagonists of the film are a little over the top, and I think there were some things that could have been done better, and there were just some things that I didn't really agree with. And like I said, not a perfect movie, and as far as visuals go, there were some bits of information that I just felt was missing. There's a scene where John Travolta's character is just driving in a car, and he's with his date, and he's drinking beer while driving, and a cop shines a light at him to see if he's drinking while driving, and he just throws his beer to the side. And from a script perspective, I kind of understood what was happening after I thought about it, but the way it was shown in the movie, I didn't really see him throw the beer at all. It just you hear a complaint from the one girl that he was with, and she's like, now it's all over me, or something. I don't remember the line, but that was to imply that he tossed the beer aside. And I just felt as though there was a shot that was missing, and it was kind of distracting for me. And there were points in this movie where the visuals could have been done better. And while I do think there are moments where it's visually striking, and the end of the movie is what it's building up to, and it's the big payoff as to what everything has been building to. And while I do think that is great for the most part, I do wish that there were some things that were done better. And there wasn't really anything in the movie that was unintentionally goofy to me. Everything felt very natural. And overall, it was just a really good movie that I thoroughly enjoyed revisiting. And I'll definitely be watching this movie again. And as far as horror goes, it's not really trying to be a scary movie consistently. It's like slowly building to the end. And like when it does get to that point, it is kind of scary at what they show. And it's kind of shocking and kind of impressive almost in ways, like what they're able to do. And unfortunately, I would love to continuously talk about this movie, but I can't really get into the stuff that I really loved, like throughout the entire film, without getting into spoilers. So as far as things I can say that are spoiler free, this is about it, sadly. I wish there was more, but that's not the case here. I would definitely recommend that you check this movie out whenever you get the chance. It's nice and short. It's only like an hour and a half, so not a big commitment. So check it out when you get the chance. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Carrie an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Carrie from 1976, because there are a few different versions out there. There's even a sequel to this movie, surprisingly. And I've never seen any of the other Carrie movies, but I'll probably get to them one day. But for now, 1976 film, what did you think of it? Let me know down below, and my social media links, they will be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for The Naked Gun 2.5, The Smell of Fear. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.